Hey guys, happy 2022. It's the first video of the year and I'm actually going to be starting a new series on this day. I thought I was actually just going to be doing a regular reaction video, but no, we're going to be doing my first Reddit video. They both start with R. There's also rankings. So we're going to do the reactions, rankings, Reddit, reviews, loads of R's on this channel. No R in my actual name. But anyway, today we're actually going to we're going to be doing a Reddit video on The Big Bang Theory because I love that show on season 1, but specifically because I've done a retrospective on that season. I'm going to be doing a retrospective on season 2 very soon, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's get into this.
Season 1, Episode 7. The group are talking about how to play Halo without Wallowitz, and Leonard says the only way we can play teams is if we cut Raj in half. Raj, in Penny's presence, and before he can talk to women, even with alcohol, says cut the Indian in half before a billion more where that came from is just a mistake, or am I missing something?
So Raj's selective mutism is one of the show's longest running gags. It's appeared first in the first episode, and he gets cured, I guess, in the season 6 finale, the last scene of season 6. The selective mutism goes away. Though we are kind of reminded of it in the following 6 seasons. In season 12, it actually comes back for a bit, so it's kind of, I'd say, at least once in every season, it's at least mentioned. But in the first 6 seasons, I guess, Raj has selective mutism in front of attractive women. Season 1, episode 7, he talks in a room with Penny. And yeah, some comments say that he can't talk directly in front of her, but I swear, I don't think this is. I think there's only a few mistakes in the entire series, and I'm sure there was probably many times in the show where he wasn't drinking alcohol and he was gonna talk to someone else with a woman right there, and he didn't. Though there is sometimes attractive women in the cafeteria and at work that are there, but he still talks to people. I mean, maybe if the women were looking at him, it'd be different. So I can kind of get behind that argument. But Penny was right there, so I'm kind of in between. And now maybe Raj was just distracted because they were talking about cutting an Indian in half, which was kind of racist. So whatever, he was probably just distracted.
Question about season 1 Sheldon. Not only does he dance the salsa in that one episode, but in the one with Lolita Gupta, he walks away with her arm in arm. What do you think happened after that? Lol, she probably said one thing and he just got up and walked away. Season 1 Sheldon was definitely not fully developed yet, lol, because he exists in 4 different dimensions in none of which he does dance.
Season 1 of The Big Bang Theory was definitely just trying to find itself. I mean, Sheldon, that first episode, yeah, it was really weird. It's kind of hinted at that he actually had sex before, but before season 1, no. Sheldon is he just has no physical contact. But I mean, season 1, he just kind of take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I don't know, maybe Sheldon just didn't know what the Lolita Gupta was even doing to him or stuff, but whatever. Just, yeah, with season 1, just a grain of salt right there. It's not like in season 1 Sheldon isn't his true self, because he gets sick in season 1 and he has to, that's a bit crazy. And in season 1, episode 2, there was a big joke there that Sheldon couldn't really understand sarcasm, so Sheldon is still Sheldon in season 1, just a lot different. But as season say in the first season, he was more normal. I guess he still wasn't normal, but he was more normal.
My thoughts on each season 1 to 12. We're just going to cover the first part because this is a season 1 video. Season 1. The first episode of season 1, Pilot, was one of the best episodes of The Big Bang Theory. When I first watched it, I laughed for 10 minutes straight. In season 1, we see Sheldon in his prime, unchangeable, most annoying, crazy. This sets Sheldon's path to change throughout each season.
Yeah, I really enjoyed season 1, episode 1 as well. Pilot. Especially all sitcoms, like the first episode, are all just called Pilot. I mean, you could come up with a more creative name, but whatever. Yeah, probably one of the funniest episodes. Sheldon was like on fire. Just a really funny episode. But it was a bit weird in a few places. Yeah. Um, but it is fun to just go back and look at the first episode. I probably watched it the most, probably just because I know just to look back. It's probably season 1, episode 1, and then season 12, episode 24. Just those 2 episodes, I love them. A great beginning and a great end. Overall, though, season 1, not the best season, but season 1, episode 1, yeah, that was good.
Amy in season 1? Did anyone notice it in season 1, episode 13, when Leonard, Ross, and Howard talks about the 4th member of the tournament team? They talk about Mayim Bialik.
Yeah, they reference Mayim Bialik. They probably had no clue that she was eventually going to star as Sheldon's girlfriend, but whatever, it's just a nice little touch right there. I'll be back in season 1. I mean, she even first appears in season 3, so yeah. It's weird.
The best moment from season 1.
As I said, in season 1, episode 2, we first see Sheldon's ability to just not really understand sarcasm, and it was really funny. Just Penny's comment, what kind of doctor removes shoes out of asses? And when Leonard says he has to go over and apologize, Sheldon then thinks that's sarcasm. Oh, and it's just really funny.
Leonard was the biggest simp for Penny in season 1.
Yeah, a lot of season 1 was, Leonard and the guys ringing into Penny, and then Leonard was just worried, oh no, what does this mean? She said this thing to me, but what does that mean? I love a joke in the later seasons. I think it's season 4 or 5 was Howard was yeah, I love you're not worrying about Penny. I like your new stuff, but it's always good to go back to the classics, that was funny because he broke up with Penny. I think it was in the season 3 finale when Penny would have sex with him even though they were broken up. Yeah, that was weird, but whatever. I think it's just funny.
Season 1, episode 1. So Sheldon's like an anti-sex everything in the rest of the seasons. But at the start of the first episode, they go to a sperm bank. Sheldon says, "I don't think I can do this." And Leonard replies, "Sure you can, you're a semi-pro," which means Sheldon does you-know-what quite often. What's that all about?
Yeah, I talked about the sex thing a little bit earlier. It's really weird, to be honest. Leonard saying that Sheldon's a semi-pro, so that kind of suggests that Sheldon had sex more than once in the past, and that don't really know what I feel about that. That is not correct, though. Sheldon has not had sex before season 1. Maybe they were just joking. The sperm bag was never even brought up again, in the show. It was just in the first scene. They never talked about it again. Okay, of course, the scene that came after that, when they met Penny, that was brought up hundreds of times in the show, okay? Maybe not hundreds of times, but, a lot of times in the show, okay? Of course, because that was a very important part of the show, but the sperm bank was kind of pointless. But anyway, guys, that does it for all of the stuff. I don't know if this is going to be the length of a normal Reddit video. This is 9 or 10 minutes. I have really enjoyed making this Reddit video. Just to share my thoughts a little more of season 1. My retrospective on season 2 will be coming out soon. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.